USA Nationals is our very last competition that we are going to as a program. So most of our North program is going and most of our South program is going, so Broomfield and Parker. We have all of our level 1 through 3s as well as our Worlds teams going. Our 4s as well as our restricted 5 will not be attending USA. They do actually have summit bids and that will be their last competition of the season.
Before we go to Worlds, so it's a really good opportunity for us to get ready to perform in front of the crowd and compete against other teams before we go to Worlds.
I think it's good also to get our name known on this side of the country, so I think that's another reason why we're here.
We're at the practice rounds at the competition, so we're going through the warm-up to practice.
We're just waiting until it's our turn to go. Basically, we don't have a full spring floor to practice on, so we're just going to be working on stunts and cleaning everything. Our tumbling is extremely strong and we're all very confident in our tumbling, and I think stunting is what we really need to focus on.
It's important for us to hit to show other people that this competition is vital to our success as a team, but I think a lot of teams should just want to hit for themselves, but I hope that it inspires them to want to hit also.
We're really excited that Junior 1 is finally getting a chance to expand their competitive appetite, if you will. They are finally going to be competing against people who are not from Colorado, and it's a really great opportunity for them to just kind of get out there and spread their wings and get excited.
Our goal for them is just to go out and just be confident, because a lot of these kids have never even been out of state before, so this is like a whole new world for them.
Junior 1 Heat is ready to bring the heat.
Junior 1 Heat and Mini 1 Future Stars got to travel with us to USA Nationals. So we were super excited because we did bring everyone from 1 to 3 as well as our Worlds teams, and it was so exciting to have our fresh faces, our new kiddos, our level 1s be able to experience Nationals with Cheer Central. We were just so excited to have them be a part of it and experience this.
Right now.
We're at our tumbling strips right now.
I think everyone's really in the right mindset. We're all really excited to be competing here, and I think that it's going to be a good pre-competition before we go to Worlds.
And I think we're a little less nervous today because it's not quite as big as NCA, so I think we're calm and collected.
I think that we're all ready to have fun with this routine and go out there and just perform our lives away.
It's day 2 and we just got off the warm-up mat and we're getting water and then going to compete. I think that our confidence and our teamwork and everything is so much better today than just the whole atmosphere.
The routine yesterday wasn't as we hoped, so today hopefully it will be better.
As far as our level 1s through 3s, they had a really great showing. We had a little bit of social media buzz about us, which was really fun for the kids to see and fun to see them retweet it. and just to hear Sun's Country getting out there into the world. It was just such an incredible feeling to know how much we have grown as a program and to see how many teams we brought, and just to actually hear the occasional gym say, hey, that's the Suns, and they started recognizing who we were and what our uniforms look like, and they were able to talk about us a little bit, which was really cool because adding our Parker gym and having the North gym, we've had such incredible growth. We had one of our teams actually have something really amazing happen to them. Our large senior 2 Scorch team ended up getting a paid bid.
In the large senior level 2 division 2 cheer Central Suns Scorch.
They are our first lower level team to receive one. They actually had to beat out about 100 level 2 teams to receive that paid bid. So they were incredible. They were excited. Our gym is so proud of them, and we are so excited to be taking just one of our really, really good teams at our lower levels out to the summit for them to be able to experience that and kind of show the summit what our lower levels can do. So we are so excited for them. Summit is the world's for the lower levels, including junior 5s, junior co-ed 5s, and restricted 5s, both co-ed and all girl. So the buildup for it is just as exciting as Worlds. And the unique thing about Summit is, again, that they take levels 1 through 4 and then plus those additional 5s. It is a great competition. It's very, again, similar to Worlds in the sense that it's elite. Only about 10% of level 1 through restricted 5 and junior 5s actually make it to the summit, so it is truly, truly just the best of the best, and it's such a fun place for the kids to go and really, really actually compete and be a part of that thrill of competing against or amongst that 10% of teams that made it into the summit.
So we just recently went to USA in Anaheim, California, and Max took first place, so that was super exciting.
It was just a really good showing for us because there weren't very many Worlds teams, and it was exciting to be one of those teams that people wanted to watch. So I think it was good for us. Everybody did really well, and we all supported each other, and I overall think it was like a really healthy competition for us.
I loved going around and supporting like all of the teams, especially from our South gym. Like just going all around and cheering for everyone because they give us like so much support, so it's just cool to give it back to them.
It was really nice to look over and glance over on the routine and see people just screaming and yelling because you know that they're there, you know that they're supporting you, they're rooting for you.
So Mags and Solstice have been getting on really well lately. We always support each other, and it's really exciting to have another Worlds team that goes to all the same competitions as us, because in the past we haven't really had that team that's with us all the time. Right after we got off the floor, we were like sprinting. We're like, we have to watch Solstice, we have to watch Solstice. And we were so excited because we knew that they're just so talented, and we just love Solstice.
We went into California feeling really prepared and didn't have either day was not our best, so that was a little bit disappointing for us.
This was the last competition that Solstice as well as Lady Suns had the opportunity to be on a floor in front of a crowd before we compete at Worlds. So we are in the process now of just really, really gearing up those routines to go.
We just came back from spring break. We've pretty much jumped right back into fallout routines as quick as possible just to get the kids to hit this routine as confident as they can, as consistent as they can going into Worlds, because Worlds is a lot of pressure, it's a lot to step up to. So practices have been a little tough.
It's definitely hard to just sit and watch my team through the struggles, but then again, it makes me so happy when they hit and when they look happy and when everything just goes right.
So we came back to the gym really focusing on execution, really ready to hit this routine hard and prepare the kids to hit a full out perfect routine on day one, because you get one shot at Worlds.
It's definitely a lot of pressure, but it's definitely good. It's making us push harder and work our butts off to get where we need to be at Worlds.
And our routines are starting to get better, like we're becoming more consistent, everyone's like performing better.
I realize that not everything is just about hitting, it's about performance, and I can totally see that now just standing on the sidelines.
It's also a lot of people's first time going to Worlds, so I think that competing at NCA was definitely a good atmosphere to get ready for Worlds. So I think that we'll all be prepared and everything.
I'm pumped, man. It's been my 4th year going, so I can't wait. And by far, this is my favorite team right now.
Their biggest struggle is when they don't feel super prepared or 100% confident. So if they can make progress on tonight's routines, for the next week and a half. They're going to go into Worlds feeling super prepared, and then they'll walk on the floor feeling great.
I definitely think we've made progress. We had a pretty rough practice on Monday. It is now Wednesday. And they totally turned it around. They totally stepped it up. They've done everything we've asked as far as communicating, talking, having the mat talk in the routine to have more success in the full out versus just having success when we're counting and doing individual skills.
I feel like if we can make the same progress every single practice, Worlds will be awesome for these kids. The goal for Worlds for Solstice is for them to make it to day 2, to semifinals.
The last few steps to Worlds is just a matter of hitting routines day to day, consistent from routine to routine, with the kids giving the same amount of effort and the same amount of teamwork to each other so we can get to Worlds and have the kind of success that I know these kids are capable of having.
I think that our team's going to do really well because we're already 2 weeks out hitting most of our routine and everything's being like clean and sharp and we're all performing so well. So I think Worlds is going to be really good for us.
I'm so confident in our team that we're going to hit and that we're going to move on, and even if we don't, I'm going to be very proud of my team.
This is Worlds month, so practices are going to get a lot harder. We added difficulty to our stunts and it's great. So I hope that we get to keep this difficulty for our Worlds routine.
In our routine, we added a lot more difficulty these last couple practices because it is Worlds month.
The expectation is push.
It's that crunch time in the season where we can add all of the difficulty that we've been wanting to add throughout the season, but we haven't really had the endurance or capability. But now I feel like we're really in a place where we can put all of our skills in.
That is really going to help on this new score sheet because we're hitting the numbers exactly where we're supposed to. We have all of our tumbling, we have our stunting down.
My favorite part is the elite stunt because we added a lot more difficulty and it's really fun to perform.
I definitely think that we're going to hit where we need to on the score sheet, and even if that's not first or second place, I think that we're really going to place well and we're going to be up there with the other teams.
So the next 3 weeks is going to be very, very, very important for our Summit kids as well as our Worlds kids. So this is kind of our last opportunity for us to really do any type of the adjustments or changing that we need to do. So our practices are still really intense and still a really big push. This, for those kids, is the biggest competition of the season for them. So as we go through the next 3 weeks, some of our teams are having extra practices. We're doing a big show off for our gym so that all of our Worlds teams and our Summit teams can come in and just have that last opportunity to be in front of a big crowd before they go out onto the big stage. We have 6 teams going to Florida here soon, so medium all-girl, Lady Suns, as well as our co-ed 5 Solstice will be going to Worlds. And then we have 4 other teams meeting us there for the Summit about a week later. So Senior 4 Shine, Senior Co-ed 4 Sizzle, Restricted 5 Ignite, as well as now Senior 2 Scorch coming with us out to the Summit. We're super excited to be bringing 6 teams out to Florida at the end of this month.